Thanks, Kirk. Good morning, everyone. The defense opens its case in the murder trial of Kevin Gregson today, with the former Mountie expected to testify. Yesterday, the jury watched a hospital surveillance video that showed Constable Eric Chapnick's last moments. And a warning, this video may be disturbing for some viewers. It shows paramedics running past the ER entrance. Then moments later, a paramedic rushes inside with Chapnick following, holding his bleeding neck. 7 minutes later, Kevin Gregson is escorted into the ER by police, and he is wearing handcuffs. It's one of the busiest travel times of the year, but plans could be grounded for thousands of passengers if workers at the country's largest airline go on strike. With more on the looming strike at Air Canada, we go to reporter Melissa Lamb. Melissa.
Well, Annette, thousands of people have travel plans for March break, and while they may be able to get to their destination, getting home may be a different story. 86,000 workers are threatening to walk off the job on Monday. These workers include baggage handlers, cargo crews, mechanics. The strike looms when thousands of people already have travel plans for spring break. Now, there was a tentative deal made last month, but it was rejected by its membership. Major issues are wages, overtime, pensions, and part-time jobs. Labour Minister Lisa Raitt spoke on Power Play yesterday, saying she's hopeful a deal can still be made.
Government's concerned, and that we are very interested in the file. We're watching the file. We want the parties to go back to the table, and we really think that the two parties should do a deal in order to enhance that confidence in the traveling public again.
So lots of travelers will be keeping a close eye on this strike, and coming up at 8:30 we'll hear from the union. Annette?
All right, Melissa, police have a warning for apartment dwellers in Ottawa. Beware of thieves. There has been a rash of break-ins in apartment buildings lately, and police say the suspects use special keys to break into units, then steal items that they can easily walk out with, such as laptops, jewelry, and cash. In some cases, the suspect will knock on an apartment door and then tell a fake story. Now to the Michael Rafferty trial and some surprising testimony. The mother of Tori Stafford says she had met twice with a woman already convicted in the 8-year-old's death. Tara McDonald told the court she had gone to Terry Lynn McClintock's home to buy drugs from her mother. McClintock has already pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in Tori's death. Michael Rafferty, McClintock's boyfriend at the time, is now on trial for first-degree murder, sexual assault, and kidnapping. He has pled not guilty to the charges. 4 people were hurt and 5 arrested as the fight over rising tuition costs in Quebec got violent. Riot police clashed with students in Montreal yesterday. Students are angry over a Quebec government plan to raise tuition fees over the next 5 years. They say rising fees will discourage some people from going to university, but Premier Jean Charest shows no signs of backing down. Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister is in Burma this morning and has given honorary Canadian citizenship to that country's pro-democracy leader. Aung San Suu Kyi spent 15 years in house arrest in her country, and in that time has become an international symbol of peaceful defiance. John Baird is on his first official trip to Burma and says there has been a great deal of progress made since it ended decades of military rule. And finally, here in Ottawa, the Ball Gala doesn't get underway for another 2 weeks, but their fundraising campaign has kicked off with the help of a high-profile volunteer. The Prime Minister's wife, Laureen Harper, is a longtime volunteer with the Humane Society, and to help launch their fundraiser, she gave post-operative care after a spay-neuter procedure. It's just one of the services funded by the Ball Gala. The 8th annual Ball will be held on March 24th at the Ottawa Humane Society.